really wish these Nintendo Directs happened later in the day. I hate waking up in the morning for these. At least I'm not like in the Pacific area where it's at like 6 a.m. or whatever. But still. Anyway, hey everybody, it's me, yes me, Choco Controller. Um, Welcome to Nintendo Direct reaction for today, uh, June 9th. Um, I I I really don't have very many expectations for this. I don't know what to expect. Um and I'm only going to have a few minutes to talk about my thoughts after this. Um because I have a meeting like right after. Like it's going to be like 10 minutes before my meeting that this ends, and that's like it's going to be like just about 10 minutes. Like, because the stream usually starts a few minutes later, so it might even be like 5 minutes before my meeting. Hi Chewy. Um, so, like, I'm not gonna have a lot of time to talk about my thoughts afterward. I might like record a separate section talking about my thoughts. That way I have a little bit more time to talk about thoughts. But that's why I'm not doing like a live stream because I'm not gonna have a lot of time to talk about thoughts afterwards. So I'll probably record a separate section after this talking about my thoughts after the direct. So yeah. Um let's get this started. Um Right now, it's just playing a bunch of trailers. I muted the video so that it wouldn't pick up the desktop audio, and so I could actually hear myself talking. I just noticed that this video is not correct. Cool. Okay, so that's set correctly now. Um, yeah. Yeah. Okay. 4 minutes till the direct starts. So, um, like I was saying, I don't really have a lot of expectations for this. Um, I don't I don't know what to expect other than like more Switch 2 games, but everybody's talking about like an Ocarina of Time remake, and like I think there are some like Mario rumors. I highly doubt they're gonna talk more about winds and waves in this direct. It'd be cool if they did. I but with winds and waves being like just announced, I expect that to be in like a Pokemon Presents in like September or something if they give any more details on that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is weird. Tomodachi Life. Dude, I want Tomodachi Life Living the Dream purely because it's completely uncensored. Like that would like I just find that really funny. Um Nintendo's not going to do anything to cross in this freaking thing, but yeah. Um cool. So, but yeah, no, people are talking about like, people are talking about like, oh, let's do, let's there's gonna be an Ocarina of Time remake, or there's gonna be this 3D Mario game, that game, and I don't really I don't really have a lot of expectations. Um, I don't know what to expect, but I don't want to like expect something that is, in my opinion, unlikely. Um, so, but Maybe they will do an Ocarina of Time, or maybe a new 3D Mario, or maybe some Winds and Waves stuff. But I don't really expect much, so. Nintendo Today. I have the Today app, and I don't use it at all. I do not use the Nintendo Today app at all, so like I have it, but I like almost never use it. There's like a few rare instances where I use it, but that's it. So, cool. Well, we're coming up to the last 30 seconds before it starts. I like just woke up a few minutes ago, so I haven't eaten anything. Let's turn the volume up on this. Hopefully it's not like doubling on my mic right now. Doesn't seem like it is. Okay. Yeah, I have to do this for Emerald, where I have to make sure the speakers aren't coming into the mic, because I don't have decent headphones. Alright, let's see it. See what we got. I'm also not going to stick around for the treehouse, because that's just going to be showing off games in the announcements and stuff. So I'm not going to like stay around for the direct. Oh my gosh, I cannot hear myself over this. So, alright. Plus I have the meeting, so.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and
Hi.
I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Now I can't hear direct.
First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Please, take a look at this.
Okay, so it's just a Nintendo Switch game.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Lowell Miss Reeds, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills and more.
Uh-huh.
I'm here today to help show you the
Rhythm
Groove
Heaven
game.
Groove. Didn't they like just show that in like Nintendo Today? I have never played a Rhythm Heaven game. I'm just saying. It looks interesting. It like
Playing this game is pretty simple.
yeah.
Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, now. 2, 3, now. 2, now. 2, 3, now.
Yeah.
Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included. And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
The kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders. Finally, you're awake.
go forth, magician,
I'm really not awake.
and use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with B-A, B-A, and a healing spell with B-down A, B-down A, like that.
Oh my gosh.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales to victory.
It's time for the Who's Got Rhythm quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy all of this while playing solo. And
Uh-huh.
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah. We're under attack.
We're under
up to
attack.
4 players can enjoy
Multiplayer.
dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock. Beep.
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the dot.
Emily got the snack.
Congratulations, Emily.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play.
Some of those look like older games too.
Get into the groove solo or with friends when Rhythm Heaven Groove hits the Nintendo Switch system July 2nd.
Also playable on Switch too.
Pre-orders
Yeah,
are
because it's a
available now
Switch
on
game.
Nintendo eShop.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove for Nintendo Switch. You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Yeah, no, really.
Please wait just a little longer for its release. From here, we'll introduce games coming to Nintendo Switch 2, including
Okay.
some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch. Let's begin with some headlines.
Headlines, okay.
Master the way of the sword.
Oh my
Onimusha,
gosh.
Way of the Sword, a new entry in the Sword Play Action series, is slashing onto Nintendo Switch 2.
That looks
Edo
insanely.
Kyoto has been overrun by monsters known as Genma. Now, Miyamoto Musashi must prove himself
That
beyond
looks
measure.
more realistic than any other game I've seen.
Deflect.
That has got to be the
And
most
the powerful
realistic game I've
counterattack
seen.
reset.
Which means on Switch 2 it's
Master these
which
techniques
means
to
on
strike
Switch 2
down
it's
the
probably
enemies
not
in your
going to
path.
run the greatest.
Oni armaments are also at your
I
disposal.
mean, not that
to
the Switch
turn
2
the
runs
tides of battle.
poorly. It runs a lot better than the original Switch, but
You
still.
can even use Joy-Con 2 motion controls to intuitively slay Genma. As fates intertwine, will you cut down
Like,
those that stand in your way?
I don't actually know. I've heard
Onimusha,
that
Way of the
I've heard
Sword
that
launches on
the
Nintendo Switch 2,
Switch 2 is
September
actually more
25th.
powerful than like the
Pre-orders
Series
begin
X and
later
the
today
PlayStation
on
5.
Nintendo
So
eShop.
I'm not sure about the 5 Pro, but so
Your unwritten epic begins. Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen is heading to Nintendo Switch 2. You are the Arisen, a hero burdened with
The
the fate
Arisen.
of slaying the dragon who has taken your heart.
see this
In
one.
this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma 2, explore the new land of Norgan.
See,
Seek out spoils.
I
then appraise
haven't
them
even
to
heard
reveal
of
new
this
weapons,
game before,
armor,
and the
or
fact that
skills.
this is the
With
second
these
one,
arms
I'm
at the
like,
ready, take down powerful monsters in this single-player action RPG adventure. From a fighter specializing in close-range combat to a mage skilled in spell casting. Choose the
This kind of
vocation
looks
that
like
fits your
another
playstyle.
like Skyrim
Plus,
type of
you
game
can
to
lead
me.
up to 3 pawns, custom companions who act on their own. When taking on massive monsters, you can climb them to strike their weak points. Fighting alongside your pawns is key to victory.
Yeah, this kind
In a
of
world between dark and light,
it
embark
kind
on an
of
adventure
reminds me
and
of like
tell a tale
Skyrim.
all your
Ooh,
own.
that looked
What
rough.
fate awaits the Arisen and their
That
pawns?
looked really
Dragon's
rough.
Dogma 2 Dark Arisen launches on Nintendo Switch
October
2
9th.
October 9th.
It's only a few months away.
Otherworldly endeavors await in these games.
I'm not sure about that one. I might get it.
Earth has been driven to the brink of annihilation by mysterious life forms called the Natiba. Now, join Eve on her mission to save
Hi,
humanity and reclaim the planet. Engage in high-speed combat that focuses on timing.
Chewie.
Then find your opening and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new skills. Then strategically deploy them to fit the situation. Can you save humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
This is another
this
one that
year.
I'm kind of about.
Blast off in the 2-player co-op
Oh,
adventure.
oh
Orbitals.
yeah.
Protect
I
your
remember
home
they
in an
showed this off
expedition
in
across
the last
galaxy.
in the last
There are many
direct.
interstellar areas to explore.
They
Melt
showed
ice
this
to
off
make
in
a
the
path.
last direct. This one looks kind of interesting. I
Activate
like
devices in
the
time
art
with the beat.
style. I like the art
Escape
style.
from
This is the
incoming
type of
enemies
game
and more.
that I
The
would
dangers ahead
be
in your
down to
voyage
play
through the stars.
with
Two players can also work together locally or
what's his
online
name? Oh
using
my gosh.
GameShare.
Jack
Work
Garou.
together
This
and
is the type of game
overcome the
I'd
crisis of the
totally play with
cosmos.
Jack Garou.
Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
If he watches
September
this,
3rd.
he
Pre-orders
might
begin
comment
later
and
today
like,
on
"Oh,
Nintendo
let's
eShop.
do it." And now
journey
this.
through the Glade of Dreams.
Oh
in this
my
bold
gosh.
reimagining of Rayman Legends.
I knew Rayman Legends. Jack
Jack
Rube told me Rayman Legends was getting a remaster, but holy crap, man! That is. This looks insane.
Dive into 4 new music
I haven't
stages
played a single Rayman
and
game
enjoy
either,
more
but I've
active
seen
content.
gameplay of them.
Players can go out on
And like,
them in local
dang
co-op.
dude, this looks
You could
so
also
much,
play a revamped version
so
of
much
Kung
different
Fu
from the
using
original
game
Legend.
share locally or online. Rayman Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 1st.
I might pick this one up too,
It's
because
a
that.
great day for a big walk.
I feel like I'd
Get
like the
lost
Rayman
with
series.
friends in this
That's a lie. I
online
have
co-op
played a
walking
little
and
bit of
talking
one
adventure.
of the Rayman games.
Set
It was
off
one of the
through a
Wii U
peaceful
ones.
world, brimming with challenges,
I don't remember a lot, but I
puzzles,
remember
and
playing
lots
it
of
at
things
least
to
a little
discover.
bit.
Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work
So I think I
together to
played a
find your
little
way
bit of
around.
Origins on Wii U
Use
once.
all sorts of tools
But, like,
to stay
barely.
in touch. And figure
I'm sorry.
out new methods of communicating if you're in a pickle. They might even be a little unconventional.
I fell down a
You're
hole
not
again.
quite up to adventuring. You can always just relax with your pals. Enjoy the sunset. Dance the night away. Or steal something from a friend and kick it into the ocean.
Wait.
You know, the usual stuff. You can also use mouse controls or hang out with friends using cross-platform play.
Okay, this
After
looks
all,
kind of silly.
Spending quality time together is the best part of a big walk. Strolling onto Nintendo
Oh, that's
Switch
funny.
2, August 4th.
Okay. If some of my friends get that, I
Season
might
the
play it.
seas. Build your very own floating
Oh, this is a
restaurant with
One
the
Piece
Straw Hat
game?
Crew. Cook up recipes with Sanji.
I was not
Craft the
expecting a One Piece game in this art
Decorate
style.
it to your liking.
I've never
Then
watched
serve
One
your
Piece,
customers
so
as you run the restaurant.
these games,
By
so far
searching
these
for and
announcements have
collecting
been
ingredients,
like,
you'll expand
I
your
don't,
menu
I
offerings.
know nothing about
Use
anything.
devil fruit abilities to prepare
These are
piping
like
hot
games that
steaks.
either I
Or
have
whip
never
up
played,
tongue-tingling
or
Tom-Tom
I've never
You
played
can
the
make
source
all
material.
sorts
I've
of
never
delicious
heard,
dishes.
watched the source material, or I've
Spend in-game money
straight
to
up never
change
heard
up
of
the
this.
restaurant's
These
interior
games.
and
Heard of
expand
the
it to
franchise,
attract
so I'm
even
like,
more customers. Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse
I've never
controls are
watched
also
One
supported
Piece, so
on
I'm
Nintendo
not.
Switch 2.
I don't think I'd be able to get
ready
into
for a
this
feast
game.
of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet, sailing onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 23rd.
Pokopia? Is this like a DLC update or something? Oh, there you go. That's a smart idea. I got Pokopia. I've been thinking about streaming it, so I haven't played it yet. So
Keep
I've been thinking
adventuring
about.
in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore
gosh,
the world
Chewie,
on the
you
ocean
stink.
floor with a free update.
His litter box
By
is like
using the
right
new
next to
move
the
dive,
desk
you
right
can
here.
enjoy life
So
with
I'm
Pokemon
so like I
living
can
under the
smell when
sea.
he uses the bathroom. I'm just like,
Plant
ugh.
grass, build structures, and expand your towns underwater.
Sometimes it
This
doesn't
free
stink
update
really
is scheduled
bad,
to
but
release
right,
in
this
August
one.
2026.
Oh, it's a free update. Okay.
And there's more. The Pokemon Pokopia expansion
And
Pass paid
there's-
DLC is on the way.
There's the
Discover
DLC.
a brand new town, Bubbly Basin. There you'll find new furniture, new outfits,
Oh, hey, it's a
and new
Brendan outfit.
friends. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on
This
Nintendo
comes out later today,
eShop.
but the free update comes out in
Part
August.
1 of the paid DLC, Bubbly Basin.
Oh, and then
launches
there's
this
more.
August. Part 2 and Part 3 will launch at a later date. Look out for more details in the future.
So you can buy it. You can buy it now, but the first wave doesn't even release until August. Okay. Meaning I should start playing before that? Oh, that's Manaphy. That was Manaphy.
We hope you're looking forward to more content for Pokemon Pokopia.
That was
Free
Manaphy.
update and paid DLC. Next, please take a look at this.
Oh boy. Here we go.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods. The
Fire
capital,
Emblem.
Daxian, place host to the heroic games, the winner of which is granted one wish.
Yup. Fire
Powerful
Emblem.
fighters from across the land have gathered to participate.
Yup. I remember they announced this recently in the last
The
direct.
story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai, a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland. And Lida, a musician with her sights set on revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave
Honestly,
their own
Kai.
unique tale.
Honestly, Kai sounds the most appealing.
Between matches,
But
you can
again,
strengthen your forces
I
in
don't.
different
I'm
ways.
not a Fire Emblem person. I've never really.
Hone your techniques at the training
The
grounds.
problem with Fire Emblem is I'm not huge into the tactical role-playing games.
I'm figuring it out. Recruit new allies
Like, I don't know.
or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience.
I feel like I might.
How you spend your free time is up to you.
Like, I might like fire some of these
Combat
games,
takes
but
the
I
form of
don't
turn-based
like.
tactical battles.
I'm just not into the
Consider your
tactical
weapon's range.
role-playing style. That's my problem.
and your
I
unit's
can't.
strengths on the battlefield.
I think I'm just pretty impatient when it comes to
Plus,
tactical
each of the 4
role-playing
main
games.
characters comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look
That's-
upon the promised one, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel
I don't
to
know.
upheave the world?
Who is
Be
that?
gone from us,
Oh.
the darkest dark.
Again, that just tells me nothing about what happened. Like, they did a similar thing
Fire
with that.
Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th.
Number 17.
Alongside the standard edition, there will be
Oh,
a special
God.
edition, the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagdan Collection, that launches the same day.
Something
Please
tells
look
me I'm
forward
not
to it.
gonna get that.
Let's continue with some more headlines.
I'm probably not gonna get the collector's edition if I do end up getting it.
Welcome to the next level of ninja
This
battles.
This is an older game. Ninjala isn't that new.
The first part of Ninjala 2 is sneaking onto Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm sorry, there's a Ninjala 2?
After accidentally breaking a forbidden seal, you're stranded on an uncharted planet. Overcome the dangers lurking here to safely return to Earth in this open-world action-adventure. Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this vast world in search of
I
clues
didn't
to get
realize
back
there was
home.
a sequel coming out. That was like an
You can also
open
blow
world
a bubble
adventure.
to float in
Okay.
the air.
Okay,
Enemies
wow.
blocking your path with weapons crafted from Ninja Gum.
I wasn't even huge into
You
the
can
first
even
one.
summon buddies with Gum Ninjutsu to unleash powerful attacks. Additionally, up to 4 ninja can team up in local or online multiplayer to chew through tough battles. The first part of Ninjala 2, The Uncharted Planet, launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Doesn't even
next
come out
spring.
till next year.
The DK Challenge barrels
The
in.
DK Challenge. Oh boy, here we go.
Coming to Nintendo Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2, the limited time DK Challenge event.
Oh.
Take on challenges
What is this?
across many Donkey Kong games
For a
available with
limited
Nintendo
time?
Classics. By completing them, you can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards. And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges.
I have it. I just haven't played it yet.
Try out ones geared for beginners. Or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch.
Oh jeez.
Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK Challenge can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch Online app on the home menu of your Nintendo Switch 2. You'll be able to barrel
Interesting.
through these limited time challenges starting later today.
Today to September 1st.
Plus, in the Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island and Emerald Rush paid DLC, a limited time collaboration with Super Mario Brothers is breaking through.
Okay. Limited time
Enjoy
stuff like
updates
this,
for DK
I just
and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi.
limited
Plus,
time
there are
stuff like this
coins,
I just can't get behind.
super mushrooms, question
Like
blocks, and
I
more.
liked the
Experience
Mario
Emerald Rush
3D
as you've
All-Stars,
never
but,
seen it
like,
before with a Super
I
Mario
didn't
Brothers
like I
twist.
didn't want it to be limited
This
time.
limited time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves with the first wave beginning later today.
Why?
From the creators of Vampire Survivors,
I haven't even played Bonanza yet, and I'm just like domain expansion.
the latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon, casts a spell onto Nintendo Switch 2. Up to 8 players can compete online for the top spot in
Did
this
this say it's
Survivors
coming
Royale.
exclusively
At the start of a
to
match,
Switch 2,
players don't
or did it
battle
say it's
directly.
coming to Nintendo
Instead,
Switch as well?
take
Because
down enemies on
this
your own
looks
map
like the
to
type
earn
of game
points.
that could probably run
Each
on
time you earn
Switch 1.
100 points, you can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players. The match culminates in a head-to-head final battle between the top 2 players. Who will be the final survivor? More than 20
I also
characters
don't
from
really know the
Jujutsu
source
Kaisen
material
series
for
appear.
this
Characters can be unlocked
this
just by
this
playing.
franchise
Battle
either,
online with
so
players near and far, or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents. Exorcise curses, dominate rivals, and rise to the top. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon.
I don't know
launches on
I don't know
Nintendo
the
Switch
source
2
material for this
year.
either. We're halfway through the
Are
year.
you
How
up
do
for
you
the challenge in these
how are you
games?
you can't just be like
Unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world, a looming darkness
Joey, I need
devours
you to get
all in
down.
its path. Now, only one kingdom endures. Defy the will of the gods to save what remains of humanity. Master brutal melee combat, devastating sorceries, and lethal ranged attacks. Test your mettle against towering abominations on your journey across the realms of the
See,
living
this is
and
the type
dead.
of game that I'm like, I don't
Hero
really
must rise
I've never
for
heard
a
of it, but
god
it
to
looks
fall.
interesting.
Lords of the Fallen 2.
But again,
launches on
it's
Nintendo Switch
2,
2
so I'm like,
this
I've
fall.
never played the first one.
Enter a darkly elegant world based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P.
What?
In a city under siege, you must fight rampaging mechanical puppets and seek the cause of this upheaval while confronting your own humanity.
I'm
Take
sorry.
on enemies using customizable
The
weapons
world of
and prosthetic
Pinocchio?
arms that allow you to swap between different abilities. But know this, the lies you tell will alter your fate. Lies of P Complete Edition, which
Then if
includes
you tell more
Overture,
lies,
a prequel
it alters
expansion
your
to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
Huh.
eShop. The most recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2.
This seems like a game that I might.
Dante, V, and Virgil.
I'm
each
sorry,
armed with
did
different battle styles
his name is
as you
Me?
fight off hordes of
There's
demons
Dante and then
big bosses.
Me?
Pull off stylish
His
attacks,
name is
dodges,
Me?
and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills. Enjoy thrilling, high-octane combat.
See,
at
I've
60
never played
frames
the
per
Devil May
second
Cry
in both
games,
TV
but
mode
again,
and
this looks like the
handheld
type
mode.
of game that
Plus,
I'd actually
additional content
maybe
such as
be
battle
interested in.
tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter Edition.
But like, I don't know if I could
launches on
play
Nintendo Switch
the fifth
2,
one without
June
playing 1 through
23rd.
4.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Enter a mystical era, deep
What
in
is
Japan's
this?
past. 6 souls determined to forge their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named Kisuke.
They still have some unfinished business in this world.
I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit. You've sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
An action RPG for the ages. What fate awaits those who wield the demon blades? Muramasa, Revenant Blades.
Interesting.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are
I forget
incoming.
that all 3 were on Switch.
All 3 games
I forgot
run at
that-
60 frames per second.
I forgot
with
that
4K
all the
resolution in TV
all the
mode
Xenoblade
or
games
full
are on
HD
Switch.
in handheld mode.
Because they recently did
In-game
Xenoblade
cutscenes
Chronicles
also
2
have
as well.
enhanced resolution
Or
and
not
frame
Xenoblade
rate.
Chronicles 2, Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Not only that,
I feel like I'm
but you
sorry.
can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game. Control blades to fight mercenary squad battles in the second.
Uh-huh.
And put your strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third.
See,
There's
I
also
feel
a
like
variety of other
Xenoblade
content added to
Chronicles
each of the 3
is
games.
another
More details will be
game.
revealed at a later date.
I feel like Xenoblade Chronicles is a series I'd be able
The
to get
digital
into.
version of Xenoblade
I
Chronicles
tried the
Definitive
first one
Edition,
and
Nintendo
I got like
Switch 2
past the
edition,
first
and the upgrade pack will be
the
available later today. The physical version launches
I
on
got
July
through the first
30th.
little bit of the first game,
The
and then I
Nintendo
just
Switch 2
never
editions
got
of
back,
Xenoblade Chronicles
never
2
came
and
back to it.
Xenoblade Chronicles
But
3 will
I
be
do
available
feel
on
like
the dates shown
I
on
do
screen.
feel like I'd be able to get into it if I actually
3
gave it a
Xenoblade
shot.
Chronicles games are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions.
That could be.
New
So,
features will be added to
so
each title, so we
I
hope you
might
check them
pick
out.
up the games at some point.
And a new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin.
I'm
Here are
sorry,
some early moments from the game.
Xenoblade Chronicles 4. Xenoblade Chronicles 4.
アニマは世界の源であった。水も火も風も
Earth.
世界を構成するそのすべては
What about
大
Earth?
地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだった。そして戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だった。
この剣の名に恥じぬよう精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ小石。騎士の力を増幅させるだけでなく、そのものの行動や思いも刻みます。
Really?
これからのあなたの学院生活のすべてがその石と共にあると思ってください。
今日の訓練は実戦を想定してのものだ。
力の使い方。
The more Xenoblade that releases, the more I'm like, I wanna get into this series.
奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実見つけてみない？
信仰を失った人の魂をドラゴンの炎で浄化することで罪が贖われる。
田舎貴族の限界を教えてあげる。
あいつ使えるぜ。小石なしで騎士の力。
生と死すべてはアニマと共にある。
帰るのさ、あの場所に。
さあ、始まるわよ。
The time is upon us.
兄上、行ってまいります。
Good
こ
luck.
こは6つの太陽に照らし出された大地。
I really hope they add English voice acting to this eventually.
破れた神の
Because
恨み
this has got to be like early. He said like it's an early build. Xenoblade Genesis. So this is just a prequel to Xenoblade, basically. Xenoblade Chronicles stuff.
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning. What kind of story do you think will be told? Please look forward to future updates. Next, please take a look at this.
Mario Tennis.
Welcome to Woohoo Island, home
I'm
to all
sorry?
kinds of sports. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. the
I'm
latest
sorry?
gaming series. Use the Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets, bows,
I'm sorry?
or even handles. There are 12 sports to choose from, all with intuitive motion controls. Let's go over them. Punch, guard,
Boxing?
counter, and outmaneuver.
I'm
for the
surprised this wasn't
knockout
in the first
boxing.
game. I'll admit.
Make quick shots to keep your opponent on their toes. In table tennis, aim for the center
Archery
of the
is
target
fun.
and let that arrow fly. In archery,
There.
enjoy
Okay.
rallies with different
This
types
is
of shots
not the
in
type of
tennis.
game that I was expecting to come anytime soon.
Set and spike. In volleyball,
I'm cool with doing.
roll the ball straight or
I
give
mean,
it a
some of
spin
these
to
are just
strike
repeats
big.
from the other
In
game.
bowling, dribble,
Basketball
and
eventually
shoot
came
score
to
in
Switch
basketball.
sports.
Adjust your shot's power.
Same
then
with golf.
Swing your club in golf.
These weren't in the base package of Switch Sports, but they did
Battle
eventually.
with one thumb.
I'm
hand your
sorry.
opponent a defeat in thumb wrestling. Ride through the course using mouse controls.
Oh, that's
in
kind of cool.
Skateboarding.
I'll be honest. That's kind of cool.
Steer with handles and coast along the
I
waves
do.
in power
The
cruising.
skateboarding one is like the
Tilt
least.
the controller and
Yeah,
fly
some of
around
these
freely
aren't
in
really
drop lanes.
the sports like you get up and exercise types of games though.
Plus, you can warm up for these sports with jump rope. You
Jump
can
rope.
create and play as a sportsmate or me character.
Interesting. This was. I mean, I said I didn't know what to expect, but like, really?
Enjoy playing all kinds of sports on Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system October 22nd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We showed all the sports included, but since we have the opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
Before the match, let's go over the rules. Hold down your opponent's thumb for 3 seconds, and you'll win. If yours gets pinned, just shake the controller to break free. And if you keep your thumb held down, it'll get bigger and stronger. You'll need this to claim victory.
Interesting. I love how
Here's to a
big
great thumb
his
wrestling
hand
match.
is.
The thumb moves. Just like this.
I'm sorry. The hands are so big though.
Oh, got him right away. Oh, they broke free. All right. Let's try this. Oh, we bumped thumbs. Oh, go, go, go. Hold it. Oh, they broke free again. You have to keep them pinned.
He's having so much fun.
Wait.
Oh. Chewie!
Have to keep them pinned. No, wait.
Chewie paused it. Now it's gonna be like behind.
That's not how it's supposed to go. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
My thumb returned.
I'm sorry. Everything's fine.
Ooh, it's sparkling again. Now let's try. Oh, I got deflected. Ah, wait a minute. Ah.
Dang
I
it.
lost. Please wait a little longer for Nintendo
That's
Switch
funny.
Sports Resort.
That's kind of funny.
Let's move on to more headlines.
Dang, we're only half an hour into this?
Ruled by dragons. The world of RuneScape comes to Nintendo Switch 2.
I forgot that this thing is like 50 minutes long and we're only half an hour in. And we've already had this many announcements. Dude.
Explore a land infused with magic and uncover lost secrets on your journey to face the Dragon Queen.
I want to re-get Nintendo Switch Sports, but now they're just releasing Resort, which is going to be everything. Which is just going to be everything Switch Sports had, except for like a few games that didn't need to be there, like badminton and stuff.
Forge weapons, sharpen your skills, and face the danger that awaits.
What is this again?
Survive the wilds.
This looks
unveil
interesting,
lost
but
secrets, and challenge dragons in RuneScape Dragon Wilds, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 September 15th.
Interesting. That one looks kind of interesting.
Get on board for these games.
Uh-oh.
Customize your own avatar and play in the adorable world
Yes,
of
because
Hello
because
Kitty
most
Partyland.
fans are
Join
fans
the
of
party
Hello
with
Kitty.
over 40 character-themed mini-games.
I mean,
and
okay,
several board games.
that sounds mean, but I'm like,
Sanrio characters to
I don't know.
meet.
This is the type of game.
Plus,
These are
you
the
can
type
choose
of
from
games like
16 partner
Hello
characters, collect
Hello
stickers,
Kitty,
and so much more.
Disney's
Hello Kitty Partyland
superhero girls
launches
from
exclusively on
a
Nintendo
few years
Switch
back
2
at
and
E3.
Nintendo Switch,
Wait, you
October
remember
29th.
E3?
So let's get down there and
Nope,
finish
there's
the
Star
job.
Fox. Doesn't that game come out in like just a few weeks or something like that?
Blast off for adventure across the Lilat system with Fox McCloud and his crew.
Well done, Fox.
A battle for the fate of the galaxy begins. Star Fox
Yeah, it
launches
comes
on
out
Nintendo Switch
in-
2
on the
June
25th. It's not that far away, is
A
it?
free demo that includes a tutorial and one of the game's opening stages will be available later today on
Oh my
Nintendo
gosh.
eShop.
Chewie! Chewie is
Hope resonates
really
within
wanting
the
attention right
crystals.
now. So Star Fox, yep. This is a really cool looking. It's that 2D HD style that looks really cool.
Get ready for the first Final Fantasy game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance.
This is a Final Fantasy game?
This is Lapis.
It's not even a
vast world that
mainline
has
Final
prospered through
Fantasy,
the power
but
of crystals. But after the invasion of the Veritas, this once thriving
This
world
looks-
lies on the brink of annihilation.
this looks kind of cool.
Now Rain, a knight of Grandshelf, must journey across the realm with his companions to stop the Veritas.
This is the type of game that
turn-based battles,
I'd totally love
call
to play.
upon visions, iconic Final
Wow.
Fantasy heroes from other worlds to take down monsters. Can you uncover the truth behind the Veritas and
Dude,
the secrets the crystals
this
hold.
is the type of game that I actually would totally play.
Final Fantasy Resonance launches on
Comes,
Nintendo Switch
comes
2
out.
and
It comes
Nintendo
out
Switch
with
systems
Nintendo
October
Switch
22nd.
Sports Resort.
A weird, whimsical world is waiting. Piku Niku returns in a new 3D puzzle exploration adventure. What do giant fruit, malevolent robot frogs, and an all-powerful potato have in common? Nothing. Other than a shadowy conspiracy, of course.
I'm sorry.
Meet a cavalcade of curious characters, each with their own problems and puzzles to solve.
Conspiracy.
But beneath this seemingly happy world lies a sinister plot to squeeze the locals for all they're worth. Time to join the resistance by using Piku's surprising abilities.
This
Help
looks
solve the people's
really
problems in
stupid.
surprising and downright oddball ways. Feeling baffled by these affable denizens? Embrace these strange encounters and bring about an ultimate understanding. And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover the secrets of
this looks
vivid,
really
colorful world.
stupid.
Get ready to wander, solve, and
It's one of
gossip
those
in
like so
Piku
stupid
Niku
it's
2,
charming.
launching on
It's like
Nintendo Switch
charmingly
2 next
stupid.
year.
Prepare for
Dragon
an
Quest?
all-new
Yes.
monster-filled adventure.
Yes, Dragon Quest. Oh my gosh, Chewie. No. Not on the
Two girls
desk.
find themselves lost in the kingdom of
You
Wigglewood.
can be here, but not on the desk.
There, they gain the power to
Nope.
turn monsters into friends.
Chewie.
Spot a monster you fancy? Scout it.
Oh, it's a Pokemon Dragon Quest. I see.
Win it over, and it'll fight by your side. And that's not all.
Isn't this like the
Synthesize two
Dragon
monsters
Quest
to create more
Hunters?
powerful allies.
This is like a step down from the last Dragon
Take
Quest
on the most
Hunters game.
fearsome of foes, with a team that's uniquely your own.
Because like the last Dragon Quest Hunters had like full
calling.
on
And it's
models and
monstrously
not
fun.
just chibi models like this.
Dragon Quest Monsters. The Wizard
Dragon
World.
Quest Monsters, yeah. It's the same difference.
About time you got here.
There's voice acting? Isn't this that one game they announced during the Nintendo Switch 2 presentation? I don't remember the name of it, but it's like that one new, like, really, the one new
Upon
game.
The ancient blood sovereign's honor.
It's that one new
We
game.
are monsters.
It's about Dracula or
Vying
something.
for blood.
Ah, you're finally here. Worthy spirit.
Yeah, the Duskbloods. Yeah, they announced that, like, with the Switch 2 or something. Closed network test today, this summer. It is summer, technically. I mean, summer technically starts on, like, the 22nd or something. But
How was that? Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
Uh-huh.
Hey everyone, here is some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders, a new
Splatoon
single-player
Raiders.
focused adventure. Check out this neat little place, the hideout ship out on the water. There's Deep Cut, a trio of
I tried to
swashbuckling
get into
musicians. And this
Splatoon.
scrappy individual?
I
That's
wasn't
you. Let's
huge
call
into
this
it. I
handy
played
youth the
2
mechanic.
for a while
The four of them
before
are
3
using the
came out,
hideout
and
ship
I
as their
just
hub,
it was
hunting for
fun,
treasure
but it wasn't a
across
game
these
that I really
landmasses,
kept coming
the
back
Spiralite Islands. All right, time for a quick dive.
I don't know. It's a game that I
Looks like the treasure they're after
that
is
I
at the
feel like
base of
I
those
just
lights.
I got
But
into a little
there's
too
bunch
late.
of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately.
But a single I don't know, a
The
single
Salmonids
player
aren't pushovers
Splatoon
either,
like this
so you
might
shouldn't
be
know what to
more
look.
my speed.
That's
Oh
where
my gosh.
this comes in. The Exploration Bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunts and attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height. And even gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this. You'll
Jeez.
also get support in the form of gadgets.
Gadgets.
There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices through enemies.
Dang.
Another that spins ink around you, and more. And the best part, you can use them together. It'd be nice if that made things easier, though.
It would.
So to recap, do not underestimate the Salmonids. Yikes!
I can tell.
This is tougher than it looks.
Yes.
But the Salmonids aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the mechanic, will also get stronger by leveling up. And you
Cool.
can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your playstyle.
See, this is the type of
Looks
game
like
that
time's
I...
up. There are even more details to cover in the upcoming Splatoon Raiders Direct, airing on June 30th.
There's a whole
And in the
direct for
smart
this?
device app Nintendo Today.
I'm
See
not
the
gonna be
story events
reacting
leading
to
up
that. I'm
Splatoon
just
Raiders
saying.
with daily
But
comics
this
ahead
is the
of
type of
launch.
game that I
Plus, in
might
collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in
kinda cool.
Splatoon 3. The
This is the
theme
type of
looks
game
like
that I
it's about
might
Splatoon Raiders.
be able to get
Details
into,
will be announced here.
but
Look out for more info in
I'm
the
still
future.
kind of eh.
Don't forget to check this out too. See ya.
July 23rd. I might get into that.
So
I
what
don't
did you
know,
think?
but
Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner. We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2 controllers
gosh.
inspired by Deep Cut. We hope you're looking forward to it. Let's see some more headlines.
we have like 5 minutes before the next before this direct ends, and I'm just Deltarune. New adventures are blooming. Oh man, I still have yet to beat Undertale. Chapter 5 is waiting. Deltarune is waiting. Chapter 5, launching June 24th. It's a free update.
Awaken your power.
Heed me, O kingless.
Cool.
Whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
This is the United Kingdom of Uchronia, inhabited by 8 tribes.
This is made by
The next
Sega?
king shall be decided by the will of the people. By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the throne begins. As the realm grapples with its first ever election, those vying for the throne put their plans into action. As one of the throne's candidates, you'll travel across the kingdom, forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand in your path.
Oh my god.
There are monsters roaming this world, as well as other candidates, and strange beasts known as humans. Control
I'm
your destiny
sorry?
and change the world in Metaphor. Refantastic,
Humans?
launching on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
That is a human? That does look like a
Create,
game. That
explore, survive.
Minecraft Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
A dedicated Nintendo Switch 2 version of Minecraft
Oh my
is
God.
on the way.
I know for a fact Jack Rube
Dig
is
into your
getting that.
Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2 with support for vibrant visuals. And embark on a journey across a world with enhanced lighting and shadow effects.
Yeah.
Plus,
I have it
Nintendo
on
Switch
PC.
worlds can be carried over, so you can pick up.
How did
right
you
where
not
left
die
off.
from that?
What will you create next?
I
Minecraft.
have it
launches
on
Nintendo
PC,
Switch 2
so I'm just like,
this year.
Was that Metal Gear? Oh, that looked rough. Warhammer. Man. There weren't really a lot of announcements that I was super huge into. Most of the games that I was kind of into had already been announced. And then the ones that I was like, that looks interesting, I'm like, I'm like, I've never been a huge... Rise of the Tomb Raider is only now coming to Switch too? Okay. Like, I get it. I get that it wasn't going to be on Switch, but like, I don't know. Like some of these, like there were not any huge Nintendo announcements other than like updates to pre-existing games and then Switch Sports Resort. So I'm just like, this seems like this has not been the greatest Nintendo Direct for me. I'm just not huge into a lot of what they showed. Final Fantasy XIV Online, really?
The battle of light and darkness approaches. Filled
You gotta
with
be kidding
memorable
me.
adventures, 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Traverse through iconic Disney and Pixar worlds. Befriend all sorts of magical allies.
What?
And battle enemies in action RPG combat. Relive these stories or experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness.
Okay, yeah,
If
I
you
want
have the
this.
cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2 games. These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2 October 8th.
These aren't cloud
Bundled
versions
with
either.
all 3 compilations. Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3 also launches October 8th.
Finally!
Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo
I want
eShop.
that. Finally, a game that I'm interested in. I watched Emil's Let's Play of it. Choco Conroy.
この世界の構造はとても複雑で、私たちが定
I
義す
thought
る
that was a
光と闇
guy.
を具現化したものは存在しなかった。でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、この世界にも私たちの定義す
I
る
thought
闇
that
が
character was a guy. Kingdom Hearts 4. You know, they announced this game a while ago. And this still hasn't come out. Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced a while ago, and it still hasn't come out. That's funny. At least we're most likely getting it on Switch 2. At least we're getting it on Switch 2 with the others. With the other platforms, so... That's nice. Finally, I can play Kingdom Hearts not cloud version on my Switch 2. See, I didn't get them on Switch because they were just cloud versions.
How was that? Next is our last announcement. Please take a look.
I'm betting this game is not going to be a huge interest to me. With how this Direct is gone,
Long ago, there
That's
was a
the
land
Decker trick.
called Hyrule, created by
Zelda!
supreme divinity.
Zelda! I take it back! Zelda!
There lay a small forest.
The music that's playing.
An ancient solitary.
Is this Ocarina of Time?
He watched over the inhabitants of the forest.
Is this Ocarina of Time?
These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri.
The Kokiri? Is this Ocarina of Time?
And they lived out their innocent lives in these woods.
It's Ocarina of Time!
However,
it's Ocarina of Time!
Who did not have a fairy?
It's Ocarina of Time! It's Ocarina of Time! Oh my god! It's Ocarina of Time! No freaking way! No way! And it comes out this year?
The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2.
No way!
More details will be announced in the future, so please look forward to them.
This Nintendo Direct is officially worth it.
Earlier this year, Devon-san was appointed as the new president of Nintendo of America. We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san.
Devon-san.
Thank
New
you for
president
watching.
of Nintendo, huh? Oh!
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devin Pritchard, and after 20 years at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game.
You say that.
But the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together.
I love how the
And
last
for me, that's what games have always been
announcement was
about.
Ocarina
Those
of
little
Time.
moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending more time with the games themselves. So let's get to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go, with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the controller and play.
Yeah, I
Thanks
agree.
For watching. I'm really looking forward to sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you. And now it's time for Treehouse Live. Over to you, team.
All right. With that, I don't have time to stick around for Treehouse, so and I only have a few minutes till my meeting.
Hi everyone.
So
Welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live.
I'm gonna go ahead and end off here, and then I'll add, and then I'll record a section later to add after this to after my meeting, to add to the video talking about my thoughts. I mean, you probably know my thoughts just from my reactions alone and like what I was talking about during the direct, but I'll kind of summarize my thoughts in this next part after my meeting. So yeah, I'll see you guys in like a little while for me and like right now for you. So yeah. 20 minutes later, I am back. Okay. So, thoughts on the direct. Summarizing my thoughts on the direct. Do we need a little more light in here? Kind of cloudy outside today, so let me turn on some lights and we'll lighten up the room a little bit. So thoughts on the direct. I wouldn't say it was like super exciting. I mean, there were a few cool announcements. I mean, obviously Ocarina of Time. I'm very, 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 very excited for Ocarina of Time. I have a 100%ed that game multiple times. Uh, so I'm a little interested to see if there are any major changes to this remaster, HD remake, whatever you want to call it. I'm surprised they're not like doing Ocarina of Time HD or Ocarina of Time Remastered or Ocarina of Time Remake or any of that type of title. They're just calling it The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I think they're doing a similar thing with Star Fox. They're not calling it Star Fox 64 Remake or Star Fox 64 Remaster or whatever. I mean, which it kind of makes sense for the style they're going for. The only title that would make sense is Star Fox 64 Remake, kind of like Final Fantasy 7 Remake. But with it being Nintendo, I don't see them doing that. I like if they did like if it was a straight up HD remaster of Ocarina of Time or Star Fox 64, they might do Ocarina of Time HD or Star Fox 64 HD or something like that. But I think with the direction they're going for with those games, the title just being The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time or just Star Fox, I think it works. I think the name works. I'm not like super like I don't know. I think the naming works. I don't know if I like it or not. I kind of do with Ocarina of Time. Star Fox, not as much. Um, I didn't really talk about my thoughts on the Star Fox Direct. I did watch it. I didn't watch it when it was live, but I did watch it. Um, and Yeah, so I'm very, 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 very excited for Ocarina of Time. Um, Star Fox, I was already kind of planning on getting, just because I wasn't like huge into like, oh, I'm gonna like, I'm not like, I'm not like huge into Star Fox. Oh my gosh. Breathing is important. I'm not huge into Star Fox. I have played Star Fox 64 3D. I think I've played the first like two difficulties. I don't think I've beaten it on full difficulty on level 3. I'm not even sure if I've beaten it on level 2 difficulty. Um but either way, I want to try this Star Fox cuz I'm not huge into Star Fox, but I do enjoy it. Um Nintendo Switch Sports Resort was really cool to see. Um Not something I was expecting to happen at all, but it was kind of cool. I mean, it's not like it's one of those as announcements that I feel like other people might be a little more excited about than me, but eh, but I'm kind of like in the middle where I'm like it's cool, but I'm not like super invested. Pokopia getting DLC and like free updates and stuff. I mean, I haven't even played Pokopia yet. I haven't started it because I was thinking about streaming it like first playthrough, kind of like I did with Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, and then Bonanza is the other one that I'm thinking about streaming my first playthrough of, which I haven't played that yet. The thing is like whichever game I decide to stream, the other one I'm going to play on my own. I'm not gonna like do like a blind playthrough because I've already waited on both for a while now that I'm like I don't want to like wait any longer to play one over while I stream the other. So I'm probably only going to stream one of them as a blind playthrough thing. I have a poll up in my community page. I guess they separated like posts from community, but like in the post part, there is a poll up to vote on which one you'd rather see. I only have 3 votes on it as far as I'm aware. I can check it again after this, but I I haven't completely decided yet. So far, Pokopia is winning by 1 vote, but that's because it has 3 votes. And so I was really hoping to get more votes before I made a decision on that. But yeah. So, um I might just decide on my own what I want to do. I currently my schedule is a little weird, so like the best days I'd have to stream are probably like the Tuesday or Thursday. Um so I'm still not sure about that. I might stream Pokopia because I'm doing Emerald as my Let's Play, so I'm kind of like maybe I'll just focus on Pokemon stuff right now. But yeah, I'm not completely sure yet. So yeah, that's so. But with but like I was saying, with Pokopia getting paid DLC and getting a free expansion, I'm a little like I haven't even started it yet, so I'm just like I want to get it, but I need to play the base game first before I do that. So yeah, and then some of the other announcements, the Fire Emblem game, I don't know. I'm not huge into Fire Emblem because I'm not huge into the tactical role playing style, so I'm just kind of like on that. Like I feel like I'm not super into that. Um but um there were a few games that were, not made by Nintendo that looked interesting. I mean names of these games I'm already like I can't remember like any of them. Uh there was like the Dragon Quest Monsters that was interesting looking, but I'm still iffy on that one. Um it's basically just Dragon Quest Pokemon, so it might be something I'm interested in, but I'm not sure. The Kingdom Hearts games I'm excited for. Ever since watching Chug Conroy Let's Play the first game, I definitely have an interest in playing the Kingdom Hearts games myself. So I'm definitely interested in playing those and picking those up, especially since they're not cloud versions. That was the reason I didn't get them on Switch 1 because I didn't want to play cloud versions of the games. Um I like having physical games in general. So I'm glad these are getting I'm glad from what I can tell these are actually getting physical releases as well. Um I could be wrong. They might not be. It sounds like they're getting full on releases. I don't know if they're going to be digital only or if they're going to be or if they're going to do physical releases. I really hope they do physical because I really want physical copies of the Kingdom Hearts games. Um if I had a PlayStation 5, I would just buy the all-in-one pack, but I don't have a PlayStation 5. I guess I could also get a PlayStation 4 and do the same thing, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just like I don't have a PlayStation, so I used to, but I didn't really keep it for very long. Um but I'd like to have a PlayStation 4 or 5 again. Um and just to play some of those exclusive games. Uh the new Final Fantasy game looks interesting. I'm interested in that. Final Fantasy 14 online, I'm I'm iffy about. I It's not that I'm not into it. It's not that it's a game that I don't want to play. It's just that I have it on PC, and I haven't touched it since downloading it, so I haven't even played it yet because, and I think part of that is because my PC just struggles to even open the game to begin with. Um so um I might need to like upgrade my RAM or something if I want to play that on PC. But Minecraft getting a Switch 2 release, not Switch 2 edition, but just a straight up Switch 2 version. Um I'm I mean, I don't know. I feel like with Minecraft that makes more sense than than um than just doing Nintendo Switch 2 edition and releasing an upgrade pack. Like doing a straight up Switch 2 port makes more sense for Minecraft, but like that's the only game that I can think of that makes sense for that. Um and then I mean there's obviously other games that have done like the Switch 2 port and then a Switch 1 version as well. But like those are usually releases that release on the same day both on Switch 1 and Switch 2. But having like the Switch 1 version of Minecraft for all these years, and now doing a straight up port on Switch 2 and not doing like an upgrade pack or anything, just that makes sense for Minecraft. Um but I have it on PC and I play it on PC mostly, and even then like I only play Minecraft with friends. I don't play Minecraft on my own. So I'm not like super excited to get the new Switch to Minecraft. I don't know. Uh Xenoblade getting Switch 2 updates is nice. I definitely have wanted to retry Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition because I started it on Switch 1 and I played the opening bit, and then after that I just never got back into it. But like Jack Groob and some of my other friends got into it, and I was like, if I gave it a chance, I'd probably get into it. So I definitely have been considering picking those games up. And now that they're getting Switch 2 versions, I'm like, I will probably just get those when those come out. Um, Especially since they're getting physical versions, I'm like, I might as well just get that. Um, and then the new Xenoblade Genesis looks kind of cool. Um, Definitely a game that I would want to try out after playing at least Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Uh, um, and then like, um, and then there's other stuff like that, that I'm kind of like, that seems cool. But I really hope the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Switch 2 Edition, physical release, and the Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the Switch 2 Edition physical release. I really hope those include the DLC in them. Like I hope they include the paid DLC in the physical versions of the Switch 2 Edition, because they have paid DLC now, and I don't want to like buy these Switch 2 editions and then still have to buy the DLC. Can't remember if 3 has DLC or not. It might. But either way, I'm just like, this is like I really hope they include the DLC in the physical releases of the Switch 2 editions. Um because I'm like, because I just don't want to have to buy the DLC with the games, in like buy the games and then still have to buy the DLC. But yeah, I Xenoblade is one that I've wanted to give another shot. There were a few action RPGs and stuff that I was definitely like interested in. I'm not completely sure if I'll try them. But because they're just like series that I've never heard of, uh, and like I'm just like I don't know if I would get into them or not. Um, Other than that, most of the games I was kind of just about. Orbiters, or I think it was called Orbiters, the cooperative multiplayer one. That one I'm like, if Jack Garub and I play it, I'd be into that. I probably would be into that. But that's the only one that I'm like, oh, that would be fun for like Jack Garub and I. That one's not like one that I'd be like, oh, I'll just get it. I mean, I can't even play it by myself. It's a 2-player co-op game. You kind of have to play it with one other person, but like, so like Jack Grube and I might play it if he's into it, but yeah, but yeah, other than that, I don't know the source. I've never watched One Piece, so I'm not really interested in that. And then like some of the other games that are like this, they're sequels, and so I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to play them if I don't play the first game. Devil May Cry 5 finally coming to Switch 2. I'm like cool, but I still want to play the first 4 games, which is hard when you only own Nintendo systems. um, but yeah, I mean it's overall, I feel like overall the direct wasn't really for me. I The only announcement that got me really excited was Ocarina of Time, and that was the last announcement of the direct. So I'm kind of like I understand these games have their fans, and I understand that there are probably a lot of people with Switch 2s watching this direct. Excuse me. There's probably a lot of like people watching the direct that might be into the games. For me, I kind of was iffy on a lot of the announcements. There were a few that were cool that I want to get. Um that like Star Fox and Kingdom Hearts. Those were cool. The Donkey Kong Challenge one, by that as well. I don't know. I feel like the biggest turnoff for me on the Donkey Kong stuff is that it's a limited time thing. I don't I don't I feel like I feel like I wouldn't want to do any of that stuff that that badly. And so I'm just like, I feel like it'd be kind of pointless for me to do this Donkey Kong stuff because I'm not huge into it. I'm not like huge into the Donkey Kong franchise. I haven't played Bonanza yet for those challenges. And then like it's a limited time thing. I'm probably not gonna want to do it within the time frame that it's happening. Oh my gosh, I'm s- I still like I'm still waking up. um, so I'm like, so overall the direct was, I don't know. Overall the direct was kind of just, eh. I mean, the only game that I'm like was really, really exciting was Ocarina of Time, and that was the final announcement. Other than that, I mean, there are games that I want. There are games that I want to play. And like Switch Sports Resort was more of like no way, like a shocking announcement that I'm like, but it wasn't like exciting for me. Like it's a game that I probably will get. Um I I'm not sure yet. I'm more likely to get it than not. Yeah, as long as I have the money for it. But other than that, I'm just like don't know that I don't know that I'm like super excited about anything other than Ocarina of Time. Um because everything else I'm like I either already knew about this, or it's a game I'm not super interested in, or I'm like or it's a game that I'm like I want to play it, but it's not like super like I'm so excited to play this. It's like cool, I can play it, you know. So overall my thoughts are it kind of it kind of direct. There were some cool announcements, but overall it wasn't the most exciting for me. There have definitely been more directs. There have been a lot of directs that I've gotten more excited about the announcements than this one. Um, like Ocarina of Time is the only one that I was like huge into. And even then, Ocarina of Time is a what like it's a like 19-year-old game now, something like that. It came out in 1997, I think. So then you go up to 2007, 2017. So it's like a 29-year-old game. It's a 29-year-old game getting a remake on Switch 2, which is amazing. That's super cool, but it's a 29-year-old game. So while I'm really 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 excited about it, I still think there's also I still think there's also like I still think it a brand new Zelda in the style of Ocarina of Time would have also been cooler. I don't know. But like obviously, I feel like Nintendo with Zelda recently has been going in the direction of like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, that kind of stuff. Echoes of Wisdom was cool, but like it was based on the art style of the Link's Awakening remake with the exploration and open worldness of like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. And it I think it was like and then it was a Link to the Past Hyrule map. So it was so I feel like main series Zelda games are going more into the direction of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Uh so I don't know that we're ever going to have like a Zelda game that's like Ocarina of Time, like Majora's Mask, like Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess. I don't know that we're ever going to have another game like that another game like that that's not a remake or just an HD port. Like getting Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD, which at this point they're not going to do that cuz they have the GameCube Switch Online, the GameCube Switch Classics now, Nintendo Classics or whatever. Um they have that now, and so they're going to put Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on that. And then Skyward Sword already has an HD port on HD remaster on Switch. So Ocarina of Time is kind of the one that deserves the remake. Even though it's on Switch on the Nintendo 64 Switch Classics, the Nintendo Classics or whatever. I know they changed the name and whatever. but like I mean, Ocarina of Time isn't even my favorite Zelda game. Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game. So so like so like I while I'm really 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 excited for Ocarina of Time, like if they do a Majora's Mask port in the style of Ocarina of Time, I'm eating that up. Like that's gonna be my Zelda remake is Majora's Mask. But Ocarina of Time is the more popular one. It's the prequel to Majora's Mask. So yes, it deserves support more than Majora's Mask. And and I can and and it's still like I love Ocarina of Time. It's not my favorite, but it's up there. It's probably not it's probably like in my top 5 at the very least. Um so like I'm definitely excited for that. It's just part of me kind of wishes they did a new Zelda game, but at the same time, I I don't know. I like I I don't want to like rant too long about this, but like I feel like I like the style of Zelda games before Breath of the Wild more than Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom was a step up. Uh with like actual dungeons and stuff. And even then like I don't know. They were cool. The actual temples in Tears of the Kingdom were cool. I didn't really like the water temple. I wasn't a huge fan of the water temple in Tears of the Kingdom. Uh that one just didn't work very well for me. Uh like the road to it leading up to it was kind of cool. But then the actual temple itself just like was kind of cuz it I feel like it didn't wasn't much of an actual temple to me. The wind temple, I mean, it being in the sky makes sense and it being like a giant airship makes sense. But I think I had the most fun with the fire temple cuz that one felt like an actual temple. The lightning temple, I don't know. I don't remember that one as well, but I know I liked it more than the water temple, but even the lightning temple felt more like a felt more like a dungeon it felt more like a puzzle dungeon that like didn't have like a lot to it. It felt like just going from room to room solving these puzzles with the electric stuff, which I guess that's all of the temples in the game, but like you activate these 5 switches to get to the boss, which, you know, is what Breath of the Wild did with the Divine Peace. Either way, Tears of the Kingdom was a step up from Breath of the Wild with actual temples, but even then, like the actual temples weren't weren't as good as like the water temple. I, well, the water temple in Ocarina of Time. I don't, as much as the water temple is really really annoying, it's not it I feel like it still had more substance to it than the water temple in Tears of the Kingdom. Um the fire temple in Ocarina of Time, the fire temple in Twilight Princess, those have a lot more to them than the than the ones in Twilight Princess. Like it just you know, it just feels like they didn't it just feels like they could have improved on they could have improved on it, but they could have done better with the Tears of the Kingdom temples. But like with where Nintendo's at with the Zelda games, I feel like their new Zelda games are gonna keep the style of Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. Um I don't want to I don't know. I like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I just, as Zelda titles, they're not really the same. I feel like I prefer the older traditional Zelda 3D games. Um which isn't as unpopular of an opinion as I thought it was. I I I thought a lot more people liked Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom's format, but I feel like there's a lot of people out there that actually agree that the traditional Zelda formula was better. And I hate to be like that. I did really like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I just I just prefer the older style with with like the more in depth temples with like small keys and all that, like dungeon items that just it felt it felt more substantial in that way, even though it wasn't as open ended. So, but yeah, that's kind of my Zelda rant. Uh but I went on this whole Zelda tangent when talking about the direct. Um but yeah, um but yeah, no, I'm excited for Ocarina of Time. I I'm I I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy Ocarina of Time. There's no doubt about that. S- Every other game that I don't own already, other than like Kingdom Hearts, is like maybe. It's either a no or a maybe. Kingdom Hearts, it's like I want it, but it's still more of a maybe. Same with Xenoblade. It's I want it, but I'm not like desperate to get it, you know? So and then like Pokopia was like the only thing that like got like major stuff that was a game I already owned, that and even then like I'm not going to spring on the chance to get the DLC as soon as possible cuz I haven't even played the base game yet. So um so yeah, I'm just like, so overall other than Ocarina of Time, I didn't I it's not that I didn't enjoy the direct. It's more that the games there weren't like completely weren't completely for me type of deal. So so like I don't know. Future Nintendo Directs hopefully will have more games that I'm interested in. Uh so like, you know, Mario, Kirby, maybe some more Metroid. I don't know yet. I haven't I my Metroid Prime Let's Play was a blind playthrough, mostly blind playthrough, and I really enjoyed that. So I do want to play more Metroid in the future. Um but like I haven't bought Metroid Prime 4 because I haven't played 2 or 3. And I don't have Dread because I haven't played the other Metroid games. So I'm like I should really get on that. There a lot of the older Metroid games are on the NES, Game Boy, all that. So I really should get into that. The only Metroid Prime games that I can think of that I wouldn't be able to play yet, that I wouldn't be able to play on Switch at this point, are the DS ones, the DS and Wii ones, and then Metroid Prime 2 might come to Switch 2 later, but that's Metroid Prime 2. And 3 is on the Wii. I do have a Wii U, so I can play Metroid Prime 3. I also have a 3DS, so I can play the DS ones. I think, yeah, I can play the 3DS ones. Although I believe Metroid Samus Returns is just a remake of Metroid 2, The Return of Samus on Game Boy. And then Metroid Prime Hunters is a, a DS Metroid Prime game that was kind of to most people. And then there's Metroid Other M. So, but like hopefully future directs include more games that I'm like more into. I am definitely a basic Nintendo person who likes the main Nintendo stuff, and like the third party stuff is kind of like it's hit or miss for me. It's like I do like Final Fantasy. I I really wish they would have put Final Fantasy 16 on Switch too. I'm just saying, like, if they had put Final Fantasy 16 on Switch too, I would have been more excited than 14 online. Um, cause I don't even know that much about 16, and I want to play it. I've been playing 7 Remake recently a lot on the Switch too, and eventually I'm gonna get Rebirth as well, 7 Rebirth, but so like Final Fantasy I'm into, and like I do enjoy Sonic. I'd I'd probably like Sonic Frontiers. It's just I don't want to buy it on Switch because it's like the worst running version. So I'm not like so I'm like with Sonic Frontiers I'd probably get that on like PlayStation or PC. Uh or maybe Xbox. Uh so so yeah. But yeah, overall but my hopes for a future Nintendo Direct is more games that I'm interested in. I think the big reason they didn't have that kind of stuff in the Direct this time around was because we already had a lot of recent like there were we've already had a lot of recent Mario games. We've already had updates to Mario games. We've already had a lot of Pokemon announcements and stuff. So like I get that that like there wasn't a lot of announcements for the games I'm super into, but even then but still I'm like hopefully next direct we'll have more games that I'm actually like into and excited for. Um but yeah. But yeah, I've been talking for 38 minutes about this stuff. So to wrap up to kind of wrap up overall this Nintendo Direct wasn't super for me. I definitely I definitely liked it. Ocarina of Time was amazing, and I hope for more announcements on games that I'm actually interested in for the next Nintendo Direct. So yeah. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna sign off, and then I gotta edit this video and everything. So, and then put it all together to upload. So yeah, we will see you. And then oh, and then update on Emerald since I'm here. So update on Pokemon Emerald since I'm here. I have gotten a little bit more recording and done, and I have a few videos edited. So I'm gonna try and record and edit a few more videos before I start uploading again. So we will so Emerald so I'm not completely ready to start uploading Emerald again. I still need that little bit of time before Emerald restarts, but it's not going to be like but hopefully it'll start back soon. I'm a little more caught up with schoolwork and stuff, and like work and stuff. I'm starting to balance everything out, so I'll be able to do more with Emerald soonish. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Uh yeah. We'll see you guys next time. This is Choco Controller signing out. Bye.